money overseas. Got no time, got no worries. Your bitch still hiding, got no over me. Everything was stressed, not so serene. I did it on my own, what the fuck you mean? Studio sessions, I'm getting no sleep. I don't need no sleep, bitch, I'm living my dream. I'll stay with you forever.
What's up, world? We got a special episode of the SUP Podcast today. We got a special guest from Warner Chappell Music Publishing, multi-talented artist, Nick Nittoli, man. What's up?
Thanks for having me, brother. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I just finished a music video shoot like right before this, so it was like 5 minutes ago. I just wrapped, so I'm like in the moment.
Okay, who was it with and what song was it?
It's for an upcoming single that I have called Forever, and it's probably going to drop tonight, man. So I'll send you a link once I have it.
Okay, and this is what I want to hear. And everybody who out there looking like, man, check his music out. It's really good. It's versatile. It's good. It's deeper than you could ever think. And I want to know what it was like you growing up, man. Where you from? How was it, man?
Yeah, man. I'm from Garfield, New Jersey, which is not like the nicest town. I'm from the school of hard knocks, man. My family had no money, and we came up from nothing. You know, my mom was a Hollywood actress. She was working as an extra, you know, to help support us. And I never had a father, never had a dad in the picture. And, you know, I just kind of came up from nothing, man. I'm from the gully. I'm from the streets, bro.
Okay.
I want to ask you, what's your nationality coming out of Jersey, man? It's different nationalities out there,
I'm
man.
Italian and Trinidad. So my mom is white and my dad is not.
Okay.
And you made that trip to Cali. What brought you out here? What made you come out here to California?
My mom's brought me out here. She was trying to make it as an actress. So she drove cross country with us in the back seat, man.
And made it happen.
Here.
Okay, and what age did you really get into music?
I mean, I rolled out the womb singing Michael Jackson tunes, man. I've always been musically inclined, but I really started taking it seriously when I got cast on this Bravo reality TV show called Platinum.
Hold up.
Kind of like an American Idol for songwriters, and that kind of sparked me to do what I'm doing now. So I just never stopped. That was 10 years ago.
Okay. And see, that's what I was going to ask you. What really got you into music, especially when I did a little research on you, man. I saw that when you was a teenager, you was part of a band called Batteries Not Included.
Yeah, wow, y'all dug, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. So talk to me about Batteries Not Included, man. I'm going to have to get the real Nick Nittoli interview, the juicy one, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you all the juicy. So I started playing guitar when I was at 10, 11 years old. My mom picked up a guitar from a garage sale. She put it in my hands, and I would strum it like upside down. I didn't even know how to fucking play it, but I love making sound. And the fact that I was doing it was everything to me. So I just kept playing, and eventually it stopped sounding like shit. And I grabbed whoever I could around me, which I was in Burbank, California at the time. And my buddy Matt and we started a band called Batteries Not Included. And we almost won the talent show. And it's been a ride since then, man. I've just been trying to do music ever since then.
And what age were you when you started Batteries Not Included?
Batteries Not Included, I'm in 6th grade at that point. So I think like 12 years old, 12, 13.
Okay, and there's acoustic guitar, man?
I got the guitar when I was like 9 or 10, yeah.
That's dope, man.
And I got a deep, and Mr. Natoli. Okay. I got a deeper question for you. Okay. What do you think got you to the point that you at now, and what's holding you back from getting to the point you want to be at, that mainstream level?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I've just been grinding and never stopping. So like, you know, I did Platinum Hit. That was in 2011, and that didn't get me that mainstream success, you know, so I didn't stop. I started a record label with my homie in Hollywood. We had some success. We worked with people like Snoop Dogg and French Montana, produced for YG and stuff. And that didn't get me the mainstream success that I wanted. So I didn't stop again. And then I kept going. I started doing my artist project. Eventually caught the likes of Warner Chappell Music Publishing and got me a deal. And now I'm here. So it's like, you know, I'm just never stopping until I get what I want.
And see, that's
Okay.
see, Red skipping ahead. Hold up, Red. See, the thing is, Nick, I wanted to ask you, when you was on Platinum Hit, from being on the show, what did you really just learn? What do you say you take? What you learn from the show? What you take away from it?
Honestly, I learned that I wasn't the best out there. And that was the best thing that I could learn, because that's what's driven me to the point that I'm at now. So when I got on the show, I was a 22-year-old punk kid. I thought I knew everything. I was talking mad shit about everybody. And it eventually kind of caught up with me. I didn't win the show. That was a big blow to my confidence. And, you know, as success and drive really start with having insecurities and not really feeling yourself, because you're willing to get to that point because you're not, you know, where you want to be. So I wasn't where I wanted to be on Platinum Hit, and I just never stopped.
And see, that's a humbling experience, because what you say around that time, you probably had a big ego, man. And they kind of humbled you and showed you there's more to learn out there.
Big time. I mean, I think everybody's got an ego, but when your ego gets checked, it's going to cause you to get either better or quit doing it. So I wasn't going to quit. You feel me?
Yeah, you got to keep going, man. It's a grind to get where you want to be, especially in success. So it's not just an overnight thing. When you grind, you're going to get to it. And I wanted to ask you too, G, how was it being in the studio with YG, French, and Snoop? Do you got any type of crazy stories that might have happened in there?
No, man.
Or how was the experience?
The story I have is probably with Snoop, because before Snoop arrived to the studio, he had sent like a PA, this guy that was working for him, and he said that Snoop wanted to have some bitches in the studio and a pound of weed. And we're trying to come on like a professional tip. This is the first time I ever met Snoop. So I'm like thinking in my head, this is the last thing that I want to do is have a pound of weed in the studio and a bunch of bitches. I'm trying to be professional, you know what I mean? Like, and the guy was dead ass. He said, no sticks, no stems, just like the records. He's not playing. So me and my partner had to call a couple of girls, get some weed, man.
And I seen Snoop here in Memphis, though, and he has some good weed. You smell that shit from the stage.
Oh yeah, no, he's serious.
How was it smoking with him? How many joints were you in until you tapped out smoking with Snoop, man? You didn't?
I actually didn't get to smoke with him, man. When we got in the studio, I was all business, focused, doing what I had to do. And then eventually he gave me a shout out on the record by name, which was like a dream come true. And so actually, I've done 4 records with Snoop. So one of them, he actually took exactly what I wrote for him, which his people told me he never does. So if you listen to the record that I did with him and Corey Feldman, the melody that he's singing, that was completely mine. And I wrote it 100%. And he liked it enough to actually take it and do the whole thing with it. So he's a real cool dude. He's one of my favorite artists of all time, by far.
Cool, man. How was it with YG?
The YG thing was a little different. I'll say this about YG. He was, I didn't get in the studio with YG. We sent files to YG, and then he sent it back with his thing on it. But again, he followed my direction. He was really cool with working with the EDM artist, which is not his forte. This is like the only song that YG's ever done that is not really a hip hop song, and it didn't do that well. Yeah. That being said, but like again, he was very receptive and very cool with us.
Okay, and one more question: what are some of the positive things and some of the negative things that you learned from the industry
so far?
I mean, how much time, brother?
We got plenty of time, man. We chilling, man. We chilling. We got drink. We got smoke. We chilling, man. We chilling with Nick, man. Thanks for reaching out, man. Welcome to the SUP Podcast. That's what we do here, man.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the welcome.
No problem.
You guys have to understand that in the music industry, there's light and there's dark, just like in anything else, just like in life. So you're going to find people that are not out to get you, that really want to help you, that really care about your artistic vision. And you're going to find people who don't, that want to snake you and that want to, like, you know, I've been robbed more times in the music industry than on the streets of Patterson in New Jersey. So it's like, I'll be perfectly honest with you. It's a dark business, man. Like, people are usually out to get you. And I've lost more friendships in the music industry than in real life. You know, that's just the way it goes. You can't really be friends with somebody who wants the same thing as what you want. So even when it comes to like big artists, you know, even if they're giving you a one-up or giving you a shout out, they don't really want to go live and say your name and tell everybody to go follow you because they might stop following that artist. You know, it's a very competitive business. So I'm built of 10. Like, nothing breaks my heart. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really have too many feelings when it comes to this industry. I have feelings when it comes to money. So I don't really, you know, it doesn't really bother me. It never stopped me.
Okay. And Nick, are you seeing Rob? Is your video seeing Rob?
Yeah, no, it's not seeing Rob.
Yeah, Rob, we haven't been seeing you probably for the last 8 minutes.
Wow, you just not saying?
Yeah, I see Skinny Red. I don't see Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
but there
Can
we
you
go.
see me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So Nick, what's the next? What's the next step for you though, Nick? What's the next step?
I mean, right now I'm doing all these music videos and I'm really putting a lot of my effort and time into that. So the music video thing is popping right now. There's a new video almost every week. My girlfriend is helping me shoot them. I edit them. I do all the effects. We're a 2-person team and we're kicking the industry's ass right now. I mean, if you go on YouTube,
I see you, man. I see your views out there, man. And I want to give you a shout out on this too, dog. Man, on the song that you got called I'm Sorry, when you start off with I'm happy Tupac dead, that shit hard. I love what you did there, how those artists were reacting to time and age of social media. See, look at you. Shocked, man. I did some digging, dog. I'm looking at you, man.
Definitely did. I appreciate that, man.
You got a lot of music, man.
Too.
I see, man, this year alone, I can tell that you really working hard, man. You got 4 albums you released. One of them a country album. Man, you own it, man. And for people out there who don't know, hold on, Rick. For people out there who don't know, on January 18th, he released an album called Songs I Should Have Ditched. January 19th, he did one called Go Fuck Yourself. Go Falk.
Bro, no, the ass kissing, bro. The ass kissing done, bro. We getting to the nitty gritty, bro. What you talking about?
I ain't kissing ass. I'm getting them a shot.
You already know I'm straight from the gutter. Nick, real talk. If it was an up and coming artist trying to get in the game, what is the target amount you think they need to have? How much do you need to save up to say, okay, I'm serious? You hear me?
Where the audio go? Yeah, you like not moving on our end.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back.
Oh, now it's clear.
It's coming back.
I missed the last question.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Go read.
I missed
Ask
that
the
last
question again.
though. Something about upcoming artists?
I said, okay, say if you was an upcoming artist, how much money would you say you need to be saved up to get the ball rolling at a decent speed?
It's an expensive game, man. It's a very expensive game. If you're trying to go all the way, you need to have somebody who's got racks on racks on racks on racks. Because promotion is expensive, man.
Definitely.
To get your music out there is very expensive. You know what I mean? It just is, you know, and then promoting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and all these social sites, you're going to run up a bill, man. So I would say, you know, $100,000 coming in the game, you can make a spark. But if you're trying to make a fire, you better have somebody who has millions of dollars.
Okay, I feel you. And that's a dangerous game there, man. Somebody with all that money putting it behind somebody and the attention you bring, you can't have negativity. Man, that's a lot of stress. That sounds like stress within itself to even make it to that.
So if you coming with the hundreds, you done from the get go. No matter how good your music
is. Breaking up again.
I said, so if you come in with the thousands, no matter how good your music is, you done.
Yeah, I mean, like,
is it gone?
You can't come into this game with $10,000 and expect to make an impact. I'll be honest with you, that's just not. Hell
no.
So Nick, what are some of the what are some of your? Give me your top favorite artists you've been listening to lately. Your top 5 besides yourself. What's your top 5?
I'll be honest with you, man. As far as lately, I don't listen to anybody but Nick Nittoli because I'm trying to stay in my own personal zone and stay motivated and just, work on me. So I'm listening to a lot of me and hearing what I did wrong and then going back and perfecting it. As far as artists that motivated me, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, Eminem is a big one. Tupac Shakur is probably my greatest inspiration. People who went against the system, people who were willing to stick their neck out and say, this is how I feel and make songs like Brenda's Got a Baby. Those are the people that really affected me. I don't really, I'm not affected by the foo-foo shit.
Okay, and I noticed something, Nick, with the people with the people that you named, a lot of those are the older people. It ain't nobody from the new generation that's catching your interest a little bit.
Man, I mean, I don't want to disrespect anybody. I like a lot of new music, but as far as me being a fan and sitting down and listening to somebody else, that shit is not happening, bro.
Not at all. It ain't no jam. It ain't no jams you feeling, nothing you can nod your head to, nothing.
Well, I don't see it out, so I don't listen to the radio. If I'm on YouTube, I'm listening to me, or I'm, sending my music to somebody else. I'm so motivated and grinding on my project. There's no time for it, man. I'll be honest with you. I don't have time.
Yeah, you gotta critique it.
Give somebody else views. Nah. Nah.
I feel you gotta, he's taking his craft and he's looking at what he's doing. He's trying to critique it. I feel him right there, man. I feel him.
Yeah, I mean, I'll listen.
Man, going on, man. I'm bigging him up because he telling the truth. Because even Lil Wayne said to himself, he don't listen to nobody else. Lil Wayne said himself that he only listen to himself. That's why he don't know how the rappers this out. You critiquing yourself to be better.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I'll listen to the top artists. I'll listen to a little Drake, some Trippie Redd. I'll hear what they're doing, and I'll try to go do it better. That's the only reason I'm listening to them is just to hear where they're at. I like Tory Lanez. I like some of his stuff. You know what I mean? But the moment I hear it, I'm trying to either emulate it myself or do better than it and take it one step higher. So it's all about trying to get better myself.
Okay, so would you consider yourself more of an R&B, hip hop, rap? What genre would you consider yourself? Or you don't even put yourself in your no genre?
There's no genre. No genre. I do country.
Yeah, he switch it up.
Slow songs. I do R&B. I do it all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and another question.
Artist to ever do that. I don't know of another artist that put out a country album and a hip hop album in the same month. You might want to send me a link because I never seen one.
Okay. He dropped 4 of them, man. He dropped 4. He dropped a country album and a hip hop one and an R&B one. That's what I was gonna get into. Okay,
and another thing to Mr. Natoli, what do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years from now. 5 years.
I mean, God willing that I'm still alive, I'll be, moving towards really affecting people on a political standpoint. I'll build a movement of people who feel the same way that I do, and we'll have a flag and we'll be marching in the streets. It'll be serious.
Yeah, the way this country's going right now. Yeah.
And what kind of political movement is that?
Truthers, man, people who care about the truth, people who really want to fight for the amendments of the Constitution and people who want free speech, people who are not willing to get shut down, people that have a drive and a passion to know what's going on in this country, make this country great, and not back down to this, this system.
It's true. It's true. And what are the two? What if you had to bottle up and pick your two? What do you think the two main truths people don't understand?
That we're all being controlled, and at the end of the day, that it's white racist men who control this country and are running this country and have been running this country for eons and eons. And that we are the other thing would be that we are the power, that we decide. If we all decide right now to turn off MTV Jams, then it ain't gonna be no MTV Jams. If we all decide that we don't want to wear our masks and be controlled, then that's what it's gonna be. We're the ones who decide who's selling 1 million albums today and who the next Beyonce is. That's our choice because this is our country.
Mm-hmm.
And people forgot that.
I feel you.
We're being told who the next this is and who the next that is, and we're being told what's going to happen in this country, and we're being told what movie's number one and this, that, and the third, as opposed to choosing it for ourselves. So it's like I appreciate platforms like this and shows like this because you guys have the power. You guys are the ones that are doing it. You guys aren't run by some multimedia company or some news broadcast, etc. This is your show. You guys run it the way you want.
Exactly.
But I got another question for you, Mr. If it wasn't for the powers to be, the money, the power, the engine, and all that behind it, who would you say would be your top 5 artists right now?
People that somebody never heard.
Right now.
If it wasn't for the powers that be, if it wasn't for the money behind it, the resources behind it, the engines behind it, who would be your top 5, would you say?
Man, that's a really good question. I definitely don't have top 5 off the top of my head. Who do I like?
Give me 3.
Listen to?
Give me 3. Give me 3.
I like Triple X, man, Extension. I really liked his message and his movement. I like what he was doing. Man, I'm trying to think of people that have a political message right now, and the list is short, my brother. It's very short. This Nick Nittoli cat.
He
does it in every shot.
Who
I like right now? Who am I listening to?
I heard you speak a lot about the movie.
My girl, like, go on my Spotify because the list is short.
List is short. Okay.
Wait, what's that?
I said the list is short.
The list is short, man. I'll be honest. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because there's not enough people that are coming out speaking about adrenochrome and the powers that be and, them controlling us with the government and the mind control. Nobody's talking about this. That's why I'm here. You know what I mean? I feel like the music industry needs somebody like me because the list is that short.
I got you. I feel you.
I got you too, man. I feel you, man. Yep.
That's why I'm here.
Man. Man, it was cool meeting you, Nick, man. You real dope, man. Everybody out there, if you haven't checked out Nick Nittoli, check him out, man. Definitely. You're a friend of the show, man. Anytime.
Yeah, man. Let's talk
2 guys.
Thanks for having me.
You said you want to have one tomorrow? Anytime, man.
Anytime, man. You gotta invite anyway.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Man, subscribe and follow us, man. Everything in the bio, man. And take it easy. I'm Rob Genesis.
All right, man.
All right, man. Out.